ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Hits inside, it's Marshall. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Marshall. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
They go play action, Bryce Underwood. He wants it all. Incomplete, he was looking for the score there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And they tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Darrisaw. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Drops back on first down. Finds his man down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get up.
Wide open. He makes the catch. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Looking for the tie with the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He's past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Here comes the heat. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on second down by the offensive coordinator.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete out of the backfield. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Snags it, and there's running room. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Second down to the air.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Handoff again. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Underwood from the gun on third down. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. What a terrible, terrible shank. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Can't get him to the ground. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. Right side, it's Stewart. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Now they'll run the draw. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Sends it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with people. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Runs through a tackle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Wants to throw on first. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Reels it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Changing the routes with his receiver. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Back swinging with the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State, and they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Marshall. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Might have a chance. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. On the run, it's Marshall. Shakes off the defender. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, it's Marshall. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Right back to it. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the number 9 team, the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Utes sneaking out of here with an upset victory Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. What a job to lay out and make the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Peoples. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it. It's People. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side is Peoples. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Peoples. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll field this one in tight quarters. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The run inside. It's Marshall. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He got loose Hughes almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Hits the hole. It's Marshall. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Rush is on, and they got it.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised. They just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge in. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Looking for space. It's Marshall. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting set for the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He's got the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And the extra point is true, and they have a two-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
At the 46-yard line. And first down for the offense.
The Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
14. Check. 492, waggle. 492, waggle. Ready, go.
Peoples again. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He makes a catch. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Here's Peoples one more time. Turning it on. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. Makes a grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Deep in the end zone, it's Chambers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Underwood. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's Underwood. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Long way to go on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll ride him again. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. At the 45, on his way. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Right side, it's Stewart. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. To throw, it's Underwood. Look out! He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Penn State 50, Michigan 34. Number 22, set to kick this one away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber. And he loses the football on the return. Corralled by the kicking team.